You're something beautiful, electrochemical. You take my breath away, feel my emotions push and pull. Shooting stars in your eyes, you're bringing me to life. Love how you say my name, you make it feel like summertime. When you reach out your hand, I find myself again. Electric wonderland, no, I just can't get enough. You feel like magic. Just one touch, my God, I gotta have it. You feel like magic.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to my Psychic Connection. I'm your host for the night, Kay, the Intuitive Empath, but you guys can call me Kay, of course. We are so excited to have you guys all here tonight. We've got a fantastic show lined up, and of course, we've got a couple of games. But I've got to tell you guys a bit of the house rules before we get started. So if you're new here, listen up. And for all the rest of you, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button and the notification button if you are subscribed here on YouTube, okay? Now, we do have a couple of rules. We do not do any general questions on this platform. You can go over to mypsychicconnection.com and ask one of the psychics who are on there. They're on there 24/7, really. And if you sign up, you get 3 free minutes. So who doesn't want 3 free minutes? So guys, make sure you guys check that out. Okay. Now, if you have any medical or legal questions, we do save those for the professionals. So we will not be answering those questions. And if you do ask those questions, they will be skipped. Okay. Now, if you would like a longer or a more in-depth reading, you can always hit the donation button, and that's found on Facebook or YouTube. You can simply click the link and it'll take you over for a quick read, a mini, a medium, or a mega reading. Now, those medium and megas are untimed to go as long as they go, as long as it takes to get the message. And the megas, you can get up to 4 questions answered in that. So, I mean, really, there's some compound to this system. All right, guys. Also, starting in January, get ready because we will be doing the charity donations again. So look out for that. $1 every donation you guys send in will go to a charity of the choice for that month. We've also got some Alice cards later on in the show. We've got the emoji contest. So make sure you guys are sharing as many emojis as you can here throughout the night, because if you share the most emojis, you'll be in the race for a free mini reading from me a little later on in the show. So make sure you guys are sharing all those beautiful emojis. You guys know I like the green hearts and the butterflies. Those are the ones that catch my eye. All right. Also, I'm the quote girl. So if you guys have any quotes, a quote that you've heard, a quote from a movie, a funny quote, a quote you've seen on the Taco Bell sign, you send her and send those in. I love a quote. They keep me uplifted, and sometimes they're a little bit funny, and I love them, right? So make sure you guys, if you enjoyed any of the reading you hear tonight, you guys can go on journeyrhinelive.com/reviews, right? And you can submit in a review. You just simply click the psychic, which mine will be Psychic K, and you can go ahead and leave a review for me later on here tonight. Guys, we're ready to have so much fun with you. Remember to get on the list. It's simple. It is a specific question, okay? No general, legal, or medical. All right, guys, I'm ready to get this night started. Are you? Let's go ahead and take our first question. All right, we have Gemma, and Gemma says, I don't notice birds in my area, but not long ago, I seen a robin sitting on my wall. And when I looked out of the kitchen window the next day, a crow on the same wall. Does this mean anything? All right, it was the same time during the summer. I'd see butterflies every day outside of my kitchen window. It's always that window, only weirdly. Well, hey, there's a couple of things about this, Gemma, that strike me. Now, if we're going to go for traditional symbolism, robins can indicate that there's something positive, some sense of joy, or news or discovery from a past one, someone who passed away who's kind of coming for a visit. But it can also indicate joy or abundance coming into your life. Crows can oftentimes indicate that there's going to be something that's a little bit more transformational that may be about to happen in your life. just as well as butterflies. Butterflies can also indicate transformation, changes, typically more positive ones, but they can be more of the heavier things like that are kind of coming into your life that are kind of switching over. So those can all be some very heavy symbols. Now, the other thing that you said that stood out to me was the window. So windows, if you believe in it or not, windows are also portals, right? So it's depending on where your window may be set up, since we say feng shui of a room, you could be having spirits that could be passing through, which could be easily saying that now those are kind of coming in if you have any kind of mirror or anything that kind of mirrors through that window on the other side. So that'd be interesting to see how your setup is if you have any mirrors or other windows in that room. Uh, but I would say if you're getting these symbols and you're noticing they're only coming at a certain point in time, this may be time for you to truly kind of pay attention to the things that are going on in your life, because that can indicate that there's some changes or maybe there's a reason why you're needing that extra support. Oh man, I could talk symbols and things all day. But thank you so much for your beautiful question. I most certainly hope that I was able to help. Yeah, guys, pay attention when you see symbols and shapes and hear certain things repetitively. There's oftentimes a reason why you're hearing that, you're seeing it. Spirit sends messages in many ways. So always be open and receptive to receiving those messages too. I always say if you really can't understand what kind of message Spirit may be sending, take time to sit there and meditate and hone in on self. And that voice may be a little bit louder, that intuition, right? All right. Thank you again. We are going to go ahead and take our next question. All righty. So we have a donation. Thank you, Cody, so much for your donation. Now, this is a quick read. So we're going to go ahead and give this reading. Cody has a question. His is, hello. My question is, will my father get what he deserves? All right, let's go ahead and see about your father. Will he get what he deserves? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to say karma is going to be a heck of a reality check for him, is what I'm going to say. First of all, I feel as though he has sown some seeds here in his life where he's made some really bad decisions. I think they have affected the people who are around him. He's lied, he's manipulated, and it seems like he's even lying still now about certain things, or isn't being forthcoming about something. He presents as though he's got his own best interest out, right? And he's kind of created this divide. Now the thing is I feel as though everything that he has said is going to get thrown back into his face. In fact, I also feel as though there's going to be someone who kind of comes into his life who he feels like he can't see himself without, and they're going to manipulate him and get back at him. It's going to be interesting. Cody says, oh yeah, for sure. All he does is lie and do drugs and beat women. Okay. He's going to get a sharp cup of tea, because all of these things that have happened, I feel as though someone's going to put this on full blast. He's not going to be able to hide this version of himself. Okay. I see kind of an energetic change, even in regards to the way that he's treating you guys. He's treating his family. He's treating his children. It's almost as if I don't oftentimes say certain things like this, but I would say his energy, his health, his overall mental state, all that's going to suffer. Now, this isn't going to be anything that's right away, but it's already slowly starting to eat at him, which is another reason why he's trying to throw an attempt to probably be active, if you will, in your life. Cody says, after this last event, I hope he rots under the jail. That's the safest place for him right now. You know what? Sometimes some people aren't deserving of our forgiveness, and sometimes some people, their intentions out in the world or to cause more harm than it is to heal. So I'm gonna tell you what, he's gonna have a heck of a reality check, and quite honestly, it's probably gonna be by a woman. I really get strong feminine energy that comes back. That is really his true sense of karma. Feels like there's someone who doesn't want, who's like, someone's like, there's timid energy, may not be fully afraid, but it's like almost they don't want to do any, like they rather avoid the situation versus handle it, right? And I feel like that person is going to find some inner strength, and it may take them a while to come around, but I believe that they are going to get there. I feel like it's a thing of them needing to feel that support on the other side. It just kind of feels like maybe they've been going through some things for a long time. They've held a lot in, but it's like they're maybe trying to protect you. Could this be someone who's close to you? Could this be a female who's in your life? Because it's almost like they're trying to shield you from some of the things that were going on. But now it's almost getting to be too much to hide. Um, he's got a judgment day that's coming, and unfortunately for him, what he's dished out, he'll get back tenfold. And sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. But keep your head up and don't allow this person to take from you. Cody says, yeah, my mom, she's finally had enough. Okay, that makes sense. Because it's like she's gonna stand up and for a while she just tried to shield, she tried to protect you. But now it's like, okay, it's time to protect myself. And now it's time for me to stand up and do something about it. Your support means everything. And other people who are around too, because I get that there is other support system that's there. She just has to be receptive to take it. But I feel like she is. And I feel like next year is going to be quite an interesting year for him, because I feel like he's going to be held quite accountable for all of his actions. Well, Cody, thank you so much for your beautiful donation. Thank you so much for your question. Cody put, oh, she's protected. For sure. Nothing like the baby bears protecting the mama bears. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's how I'm set my son up to be with me. Like, all paws on. All right, guys, don't forget we still have an emoji contest that's going on. So make sure you share as many emojis as you can. Let the chat. Let the chat. Also, if you guys would like to guarantee a reading, the only guaranteed readings tonight, Cody says, thank you. You're so welcome. The only guaranteed reads tonight are the ones that are hit with the donation link, or if you win the emoji contest. So make sure you guys are checking out those links. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into another question. All right, we got another donation. Thank you so much for your donation, Brooke. Brooke says, I just recently got back in touch with a family member I haven't spoken to in 6 years. Do you see this relationship lasting between us, or will this person eventually fade back out of my life as they have done in the past? All right, that's a big question. Let's go ahead and see. All right, so this person presents about very temporary energy. Just as fast as they come in is just as fast as they'll burn out. Page of Wands energy. So now with the pages, right, they do come, it's almost very youthful, almost very childish. You almost have to be the bigger person in the situation, because their energy, it's just not ready, and it's not capable to stick out long term, right? So it's almost like they get these impulses, and they do. Okay. The thing is, it's not the fact that this person lacks the compassion and empathy, because they do have that Queen of Cups energy comes out. There's a lot of love and a lot of emotion that's here. However, this person has a hard time committing to different things in life. It's going to be difficult, because I feel like as good of intentions as this person always has, they don't know how to execute that. Brooke says, I've always had to lay the foundation for stability in the relationship, and that like that role is not going to change. That you are always going to be the better person in that relationship, the bigger person in that relationship. You just have to set your expectations and your boundaries for whatever those may be. this is a hard person to love. It's a hard person to love because it's almost as though they reject the love whenever it's put out. I do feel as though there are going to be some minor changes that are going to be here, though. Okay, there are going to be some things that do get better, and when they come around, they bring a huge sense of light that's there. Okay, so I feel like you're going to get a taste of that. But again, I mean, we get such quick. Again, the Ace of Wands, we get just. It's like every time they come around, it's almost like it's just a new beginning, and it's that high of it, that honeymoon phase, if you will. And as soon as that high goes away, they're back to those old habits, back to kind of fall into those patterns. So I would just say it's okay to give this person love, but you also may want to guard your heart just a little bit here. You may want to uh, be mindful of what they're giving and what you're giving. Make sure the scales are a little bit more even. Like I said, you're always going to have to, in some relationships, that is how it is. Some relationships, you have to be that person who is the more stable person, who is the more calm person, who is the person who makes the more rational decisions, because we balance the other person out, that yin yang energy. This situation here, though, it almost feels like there's a need for you to be that sense of stability, that rock, because this person has never had that stability. They've never really been able to claim that, so they don't know what it is to be able to give that back to you. So like, again, like I said, it's not a lack of them caring, because I believe they 1000% care. But I just think they don't know what to do with it all. And that's a very difficult place to be. And for you, that's a difficult place to be. Also, what I would say is be mindful of the people who are in the parameter who may be getting affected by this person too. Brooke says she constantly lives alone. Yeah, she's not able to commit. There's no attachment. She doesn't get attached to people or things. But be cautious of the people who may get the blowout from everything else that happened, right? Like from with that person leaving, because again, she comes in like it's just it's like a tornado, comes into your life and shake it all up and then go out, and you're left to pick up the pieces and to clean up the damage. And so that's where I'm saying just set the expectations and also set the boundaries in regards to that relationship, because just because you can handle it doesn't mean the people around you can handle it, or nor should they have to handle it, right? So just be mindful of that energy. Let me see if I can get a guidance card for you on this one as well. Hey, literally, you got this growing up card, which is wanting to grow from the experience. Literally, you have to be better in this scenario, meaning better than you were last time, better than when you dealt with it the time before that. Make sure you're able to know the hand that you're dealing, right? By allowing that person back in or investing any of that time. Also, recognize what growth that they do have. Celebrate the small wins, because they may not come as frequent as you want them to. But having those boundaries and things like that up, I really think will truly make a difference. Brooke says, "Thank you for the guidance." Absolutely. So welcome. Thank you so much again. That was a beautiful question. I definitely hope I was able to help. And guys, if you love the reading you hear, or if you love something you heard tonight, make sure you go ahead and go over to journeyryanlive.com/reviews, where you can leave a review if you like your reading. Guys, we also do still have the emoji contest that's going on right now. So make sure you guys are sending in as many of the emojis as you can here tonight, because hey, you just might get an opportunity to get a free mini read a little bit later. And if you guys have any quotes, a funny quote, a normal quote, a movie quote, make sure you also send those in. I love a quote. They definitely keep me inspired and uplifted. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and take our next question. All right, we have Michael. Michael says, my name is Michael from Colombia. I was born on July 30th. Uh, who is my soulmate and twin flame? Okay, first, let me say this, Michael. Twin flames, soulmates, those are up in the air, right? Twin flame, you may not even meet, okay? May not encounter into your life, and that may not be a healthy relationship that you want to get into. There is a lot of heaviness that comes with twin flames. So, PSA to anyone out there, anyone listening, anybody watching, we're not on the search for the twin flame. That can be a whole lot, and you may not be ready for that shakeup in your life. Your soulmates don't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, right? A soulmate could be a best friend, a sister, a partner. Okay. All right. So let's just see what love is to come into your life, because that one will be a little bit more specific. All right. First and foremost, I see water energy that comes in. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Really kind of going with the Cancer vibe here. Also, we see here that this person, first off, you haven't met this person. This is someone new who's coming into your life. I don't, I feel as though you have about a year before before you're able to be with them. Because they may be going through some sort of situation right now where they're not fully available. Nonetheless, you still need some time to kind of get your mind together and get what you want together and get a sense of stability before you jump into anything. Anyhow, so no worries, that person will come right on time. I feel as though you'll meet this person in an intimate setting, so not a whole lot of people around. Not a whole lot of other people having to deal with it. It would just be you guys. Now, I do kind of get a little bit of vibes of that soulmate energy, but again, we'd have to be a little bit deeper into specifically say it would be this. Woo, I had more to say, but the bell. All right. Thank you so much for your wonderful question. And don't forget, if you would like a more in-depth reading, you can always click the link to donate for a more in-depth reading if you like something you're hearing. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take our next question. We have Jojo. Hello, Jojo. Jojo wants to know, is M attracted to me? All right, M attracted to Jojo. All right, so there is a bit of an attraction here, but I would say something needs to build up here if there's something more that you want from it. This feels very, very surface level, like just that physicality, and we want a little bit more, right? If we want to get a little bit more in depth. I don't know that they have that energy of liking you on a certain level because they don't have enough information about you or don't have enough communication with you. So again, if you would like that to change, you may want to be able to kind of open up that sense of communication, maybe be the one to kind of take a step forward, give a compliment, etc. Right? Whatever it is that you do. And that may help them to be a little bit more forward in regards to their feelings and them opening them up and them seeing you as someone new to kind of be in their life or someone that they would want to have in their life. So I would say just give them time to kind of open up, but definitely make sure you're putting that forward motion in as well. Because you get what you put out, right? All right, honey. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your wonderful question. Guys, keep those emojis rolling, rolling, rolling. I love them because, guys, we do have that emoji contest later on. Oh, we've got a quote. Here's a quote from Journey. It says, if you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. I love that, especially me being a Capricorn, because I'm always kind of planning the next thing. I'm trying to plan the next thing and focus on the next thing. And I'm like, listen, this is what success feels like. This is what fun feels like. This is what winning is. And I'll tie it to a goal all day over a person. All right, let's go ahead and take our next question. All right, we have Miss Audrey. Audrey says, hi, Kay. Has Wes physically cheated on me? Thanks. All right, let's see about Wes. I don't get that he's cheating. There is a sense of him actually having more stability in a relationship. It seems as though you may be putting a lot of thought into this or having a lot of anxieties or worries yourself that you could be projecting into this relationship. So, honey, one thing I would say, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. There's nothing wrong with this situation, so leave it be. And if your partner is giving you that reason to feel as though they are stepping out, then by all means say something. Don't wait on it, okay? Because that'll save you from a world of pain later on. Um, thing is, I feel as though this relationship is Audrey says yes, because I'm finding other stuff. This relationship is having its own ebbs and flows, and kind of things that are going on in it that need focused on. And I feel like if those dynamics were fixed in regards to the relationship, then these things that are kind of popping up, the insecurities that are being had, the things that you're stumbling upon, that would all disappear. We have to focus on the root of the actual issue to be able to solve all the rest, because otherwise, well, you're just fighting a losing battle, right? And you want, at the end of the day, you want that partnership to work. You want that person to show up for you the way you're showing up for them. So have that healthy communication. And you don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to point fingers. You don't have to accuse to kind of have that conversation. You can have it in a calm, peaceful way and still be heard. So just be open and receptive to hearing those messages and being able to also communicate your. All right. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. And guys, it's that simple to get on the list. All you have to do is post your specific question. No legal, no health, no medical, and no generals. And you can have an opportunity to get your question answered next. All right. Let's go ahead and take our next question. We have Kat. Hello, Kat. Kat says, how is Jeff feeling about me? We started seeing each other again and are getting to know each other better. Thank you. All right. Okay. So first thing I see here is that there's definitely a development um, of stability kind of coming into the relationship. Both of you guys are pouring a lot of energy, time, and effort into the relationship. And so it's really, you're starting to see that prosperity come from it. And you'll see more of it as the months go on. I feel like right now there's such a huge sense of feeling fulfilled by him right now. Like he's feeling really, really good about um, what energy you're projecting, how you've been treating, how you've been communicating. So it feels like you guys are in a really good place. It seems like this is better than before. I almost want to say. So I don't know if there was kind of a connection before, or if you guys talked before. But it's like something here has grown a whole lot more than what it was. Also, I get a huge sense of feeling defensive of you, like there's no wanting to share you. So there's that sense of possessiveness that's also coming out, which you like to see whenever it's like, okay, I'm kind of talking to this person or dealing with this person. There's a seriousness that comes with this. So understand that there's a lot of respect and love for you in this relationship. So I would say that there's a lot of feelings that are building. There's definitely a connection that is there, and there's a desire for things to work. So this is absolutely, I would say, a beautiful connection in this moment. I would say just continue to keep that dialogue open and continue to open up and express your emotions, and things will come full circle for you. Well, thank you so much for your wonderful question. Guys, make sure you're still sharing those beautiful emojis. We do have the emoji contest going on. Also, if you guys got a quote, don't forget you can go ahead and put those quotes in the comments. And if you liked a reading that you heard tonight, or you liked just something I said or you heard, go ahead on to journeyryanlive.com/reviews, where you can leave a review. Simply click the button and you can go ahead and leave a review for me, Psychic K. All right, guys, we are going well, you guys seen it. It is time for the lightning round. Now, the rules are simple here. It is lightning round, which means you go ahead and put as many yes or no questions as you could think of in the comments, okay? That means you can ask more than one question, more than two questions, more than 10 questions. It doesn't matter. As many questions as you can post here. And then within 3 minutes, all right, we'll put a timer on. I'll answer as many questions as I can. So, guys, make me work for it. Make it hard on me. Put as many questions as you can in there. Let me out. Okay, so go ahead and get started with typing as many questions as you can. As soon as we get a few queued up, we will go ahead and get started. But guys, don't forget, the only thing we can't do is this legal or medical, but any other questions are not off limits. So go, go, go. All right, we're going to go ahead and get that timer started now. When we have Norma first. Norma says, does D still love me? Yes. Amanda says, will any extra money come my way? No. Monica says, do you see me winning the lottery this month? No. Kat says, does Jeff love me? Yes. Norma says, will I have a great vacation this month? Yes. Amanda says, will me and MD start talking again? Yes. Monica says, is Mohit, I hope I'm saying his name right, missing me? No. Tina says, will communication start to improve between Frank and I? Yes. Allison, does my male friend D think about me or miss me at all? Yes. Kat, does Jeff want commitment? No. Amanda, will things calm down at home soon? Yes. Monica, do you see me getting good clients this month? Yes. Amber, am I ever going to have any luck soon? Yes. Allison, should I try my luck at the casino again? No. Amanda, does A love me? No. Monica, is Mohit married? No. Tina, does Frank still want to be in this relationship with me? Yes. Norma, will I enjoy my time alone traveling? Yes. Allison, will I meet my future love interest in the town that I am living in? No. Mock says, does Lulu love me? Yes. Monica, will I get lots of surprise gifts this month? No. Mock, is poetry missing me? No. Norma, will D and I talk before I leave? No. Tina, will my daughter Blanca ever talk to me again? Yes. Amanda, will some of this craziness make sense? Yes. Kat, will Jeff and men last? No. Amanda, does my wife want to stay married to me? Yes. Woo! You guys kicked my butt on that one. Thank you so much for playing along. I hope you guys enjoyed the lightning round. You guys know we're the place to do it here. 3 minutes, it goes by so fast, but it is a great time. Well, look at that. It is also time for Crystal Corner. All right, Crystal Corner is a special time of the night when I talk to you guys about a crystal of my choice. And so tonight, This one holds a lot of meaning to me. Literally, this is the one that I wear. I wear it around my neck. I'm going to take it out of here. If I don't leave it in here, it gets all weird, so I have to take it out. But this is Indigo Gabriel, also known as Mystic Marylandite. Now, this thing is cool. I'm going to slip it back into this basket woven necklace. Now, this thing is cool. This is good for our fire energies, and our earth energies, because that is the element that it is in. Uh, but but check this out. Geminis, Libra, Scorpios, and Pisces, you can also very much so benefit from this crystal because it has a lot of those intuitive qualities, and things that will kind of stabilize your mind. This helps to soften your auras, replenish your vibrations. It helps you to understand yourself. Okay. If you pair this with some clear calcite, boy, it helps to make details so very sharp. So for my practitioners, like myself, who do past lives, who do mediumship, who have any of the clairs, this is the crystal you kind of want to use. It's very nice to wear. I always like to. I use this as wearable jewelry, but it kind of helps to balance you. It's an instant grounding one, but it helps to make the details of your readings so clear. The way that you speak, it flows off the tongue. It's definitely really, really, really good one if you're a person who's trying to practice some of your psychic abilities, your intuition, strengthening that, things of that nature. This is the one you want to get. All right. Now, when we go ahead and cleanse, you want to go ahead and put it on some selenite, or you can sit this one out to wash in the moon overnight. But this is one we do want to keep away from the sun. Otherwise, it'll start to lose some of its coloring. It'll fade, much like some of our darker crystals would, right? All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that crystal. Again, that was Mystic Marylandite, also known as Indigo Gabriel. Make sure you guys go get that. It's a relatively cheaper stone, about $20 for a small tumble one. You can go up to 60, 70 for a little bit of a bigger one. Definitely a cool one. If you guys like that crystal, or if you like any of the other crystals that you see, make sure you guys do leave reviews so that we know. And if there's a crystal that you use for sharpening your intuition, your psychic abilities, make sure you pop that down in the comments. I would love to go ahead and see what you guys got. And if there's a crystal you like to see on the show, make sure you guys also comment. We do go ahead and read those. You never know. You might get an opportunity to see it here, right here on the show. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and take another question. We have Miss Suzanne. Hello, Suzanne. Suzanne says, do you see a new love in my life soon? All right. So we're putting that specification of soon on, and I get no to that. I don't get that'll be right away. Instead, I kind of get that there's more of a time of isolation, or you kind of stepping back. Now, when we go ahead and take that soon away, we instantly see where things begin to open up for you. So will you get that love in your life soon? No. But will it come? Yes. Now, I can give you a little bit of a time frame. We're looking more into about 14 to 18 months before that person comes in. Right now, I feel like the person who you're supposed to be with may be connected to someone else. And that's the thing. Sometimes we're ready for that relationship, but the other person who we're supposed to be with is not ready for us yet. Sometimes they have to go through their obstacles or their challenges in life to get ready for a relationship that may be a different dynamic, or where they've learned their lesson from, so they can come in a healthier way. So, honey, bid your time, wait your time. It's not your season as of yet. That doesn't mean you can't still go out. That doesn't mean that you can't still date. But the person who you're supposed to be connected with on the long haul, I don't think that they're coming into your life quite yet, right? Because we're looking for love, not someone who's just here for a short time. Suzanne says, thank you so much. You're so welcome, my lovely. I'm so glad that I could help. Don't worry, look out, love. It's on the way. All right. Thank you so much for your wonderful question, guys. Don't forget, if you would like to get on the list, it is simple. All you have to do is drop your question, as long as it's a specific question and adding a little bit of meat to it. Doesn't hurt. and you can get on a list for a reading. But to guarantee a reading tonight, you can go ahead and skip the line by simply clicking the links on Facebook or YouTube, and it'll take you to the link to send in for a donation. We have the quick read, the mini, the medium, and the mega. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take another question. We have Amanda. And Amanda says, hey, Kay Hun, I'm having issues from where I've lost so many loved ones over the past few years. I've sort of went numb. Now I just lost someone else, and I'm trying to allow myself to feel and be with my feelings. But when I do, I start to cry and I get very sick and have to make myself stop. What could I do to be able to let these feelings out without getting so physically sick? If I don't figure out how to let this stuff out, I'm afraid I will go back into a deep darkness I was in the past. I'm gonna tell you what, one of the curses, one of the harder parts of being an empath is the way that we feel. Um, I'm today actually, I've still got my candle lit. Yesterday was my granddad's birthday who passed away. And it is still a very hard thing to deal with. Grief is hard. We have to figure out and find the niche of what works for us. Honey, I don't think this is a thing that you're supposed to have the direct answer to. I think you're just supposed to feel in this moment. Feel. It's okay to honor the feelings that you have without sitting in them, right? I can say, you know what, I feel really crappy. I feel really crappy because I miss this person or whatever that reason may be. But I can have that feeling and detach that feeling from what gets me through my active day. So it's a way for you to kind of honor your emotions, but detach and move forward. The other thing is to have reliable people who are around you so that you're able to get these emotions out in that proper way, right? Have that sense of support. And if you don't have that sense of support, that's when we have, other counselors, therapists, people who kind of come in and be that listening ear for you. But you've got to relieve some of this energy because you're holding it all in and you're trying to tend to it all by yourself. You can't. And then you're also feeling bad whenever you are. So I just want you to take a step back to honor those emotions and then go through them. Okay. I'm sending you lots of love. Um, I understand the pain that comes with that. Okay. So I'm sending you lots of love, lots and lots of love, and lots of healing energy your way, my love. I hope things that do get better for you. All right, guys, we do still have that emoji contest going, so make sure you're still sharing those beautiful emojis. We are going to go ahead and take Amanda says, thank you, hon. Big hugs and big hugs to you. Lots of love, my lovely. All right, we're going to go ahead and take another question. We have Love. Hello, Love. Love says, hi, Kay. Do you see a positive change coming regarding my career plans thing? Thank you. All right. Good changes. Okay, you've got more changes that come into next year, not this coming couple of weeks here. Okay. One thing is that your perception seems to kind of change. So the way you're handling things, the way you're doing things, the way you're moving, some of those things are switching up. Okay. And then you switching up, things around you are going to start switching up too. I feel like there's an opportunity to progress or to make more. And so I do feel like that abundance comes in. Now, again, like I said, I don't feel like this is within this next couple of weeks. To me, this borders more into the spring of next year. But a lot of this has to do with the effort and time and energy that you're putting out, that work you're putting out. So change the mindset, the way that you're going into work, maybe the way you're handling things, maybe the way you're communicating with people, what have you. Change the way that outlook is and watch how things start to shift for you, because it just feels like there's just gear that's a little bit out of place. And once you go ahead and get that, everything else is going, it's like puzzle pieces. Everything else is going to fall right into place, but give it time. You definitely do have that success coming. Also, there's some people there who may be willing or wanting to support you too. So don't be afraid to make proper connections at work too. That will also help to get some of those changes. And again, These are positive changes, not negative. Okay. So a lot of this is the way that you're shifting your perspective and your mindset, and that'll really reflect in the work you'll have. All right, my lovely. Thank you so much for your wonderful question. I appreciate it. I love all the questions you guys have tonight. And guys, don't forget, you can go ahead and leave a review on journeyryanlive.com/reviews. Look at the time. It's Alice time. Oh man, Alice is the time, one of my favorite times of the night, because I get to dive into the Alice in Wonderland story and kind of let you guys know what guidance you may need to hear. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, so we have Forget Who You Are from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. And I'll Forget Who You Are is all about conditioning falling away. Your past mistakes no longer define who you are. So here's the thing. When Alice was in Wonderland, she went through a moment where she, panicked and she just wanted to get out of Wonderland. But she'd already made the decision to go in there. And once you went in, you can't go back. Much like us, once you know some information, you can't just unknow it, right? So that ignorance may be bliss. Amanda says, yay, my favorite Alice. Okay. Now, Alice had to, when she went to Wonderland, she had to virtually drop the entire identity that she had, who she was. She had to have the faith and trust that all these lessons she was learning, the trials and tribulations she went through as she went through Wonderland, were going to shape her into the person that she is. Much like us, right? We kind of go through all of these experiences in life. Some things we didn't ask for, some things we did ask for, but all of them set us up to the place that we're supposed to be. And things don't always make sense, and things can get frustrating. And sometimes we do want to go backwards, but we have to be much like Alice and push ahead. Spirit's never going to give us something that we're not meant to be able to get through. So have that faith and trust in the situation that you're going to learn, you're going to grow from it. Okay. You want to allow yourself to become this new version of yourself that you become every single day. Why? Because every day you wake up with a fresh opportunity and a fresh day ahead of you to be better than what you were yesterday. Okay. So when this card comes to you, take time to really decide who it is that you want to be and what's your goal and your vision, because all those things are going to fall in alignment. It just may not be the way that you want it to be. But don't allow the past to make you feel as though you're trapped or stuck in it. Keep pushing forward. All right, that was Forget Who You Are. I hope that you guys enjoyed that Alice card. And if you guys love the Alice card or love the Alice in Wonderland story, I do several different stories through the Enchanted spreads. You guys can check that out on YouTube. We've got the great YouTube content. So don't forget to hit that notification bell, because you'll be notified every time a new video drops. And I've got one that comes out every week. All the different types of stories. I absolutely love it. Love says, hi, Kay. You really nailed it. Sounds like you're talking to me. Thank you, darling. Every detail is accurate about what you said. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate the feedback. And if you guys have any feedback, you're more than welcome to go ahead and share it on journeyryanlive.com/reviews. We look forward to reading it. And it definitely keeps me motivated too. So I love that feedback. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we've still got more time. So we're going to go ahead and take another question. All right, we have Monica. Monica says, hello, Kay. Hello, Monica. Do you see me getting more clients this month? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some clients for this month. Yeah, you're going to get a couple, okay? It's like you're not about to have a whole lot of fishing in the sea out there, but you're going to have a couple. And I do feel as though, I don't know, I feel like we're that one or two are that there may be more that come afterwards. So it's all about making sure you're making the right connections with the right people, and so that things are set up in a better way for you. Because it kind of feels like there's some communication you need to have, some doors you need to open or knock on rather, and they may open up for you. But you definitely have some people coming in. Now, I will say you have a much, much, much more prosperous time towards February, March. Definitely more intake than now, but you do have a couple that are headed your way. Keep your head up, my love. It seems like it's a hassle from what I'm getting. I'm like, oh, there's so much energy within this job, and Just seems like you have your focus in 1,000 different places and you're just trying to figure it out and get it done. So good luck to you, my love. All right. Thank you so much for your beautiful question, my lovely. And guys, it's that simple. Make sure you post a very specific question so that you can get put on the list. Look at that. We have an emoji contest winner. Woo-hoo! All right, Tina. Tina, you are tonight's emoji contest winner. That means you, my lovely, get an Alice card. So let's see what we get. All right, we had the mortality card that comes out for you. Okay. Now, this is when Alice is in Wonderland. Okay. And she's close to being on the out. She knows that Tina says, yay. She knows that she's almost through this journey, this chapter in her life. She can finally see the light, if you will, at the end of the tunnel. And in that time, she kind of starts to reminisce about her time in Wonderland, and she kind of gets sad, and she's like, I really don't want to leave. I'm not ready to go. But everything was pushing her out the door because she'd already learned what she needed to learn. And it was the end of this chapter, not the end of her story. When this card comes to you, it's telling you to enjoy what you have in front of you. Okay. You may be closing a few chapters or some doors on certain things, but they're not closed fully yet. Enjoy what you have right in front of you right now. Take the time to reflect back on the things that you've had in your life or situations that may have been there and look at the growth that you have. Enjoy the moment, live in the moment. Don't sit here and worry about what's to come or what is. You have to take this moment here right now and make it worth something. Life is a thing that we have to cherish, right? And much like Alice, she cherished so much of what happened in Wonderland that she took it back to her regular life and was able to become a better person because of it. And her chapter may have ended, her story didn't. So you may be having a chapter that's closing. She still got a whole lot of story left to write. So live your life and live it like it's your last, okay? Tina says, yes, definitely taking time to live in the moment and see all my growth. Absolutely. And keep having faith in yourself that you're going to keep growing. And don't be afraid to say, goodbye to certain things that serve you no purpose anymore. Because remember, some things are in your life for a reason and some just a season. And we have to be that reason behind it. We have to understand what is the seasonal difference and what's someone who's actually supposed to be here in our life full time or something, right? So know the difference between that. You'll have a lot easier of a time with life. All right, my lovely. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for playing along. You are absolutely amazing. I love when you guys share all those beautiful emojis. And don't get discouraged if you don't win this one here. No worries. No worries. There's always more great shows all week long to come. So you'll get to play again. All right, my lovelies. We're going to go ahead and take another question. All right, we have Mock. Mock says, my name is Muhammad. How does Lulu feel about me? Is this connection over? All right. Let's see how Lulu is feeling about you. So there's a lot of different emotions that kind of seem to be coursing through your one. It feels like there's some petty arguments or petty situations that may be going on that has got her guard up. She does still have some sense of care that's there for you. But the thing is that she's also seeing this life of, it almost feels like a sense of freedom of getting away from the situation or getting away from whatever is kind of breaking down in that relationship. I feel as though there will be a reconnection, but there's a lot of toxic energy that needs work through in regards to this relationship. You guys can't keep butting heads. You guys have to, somebody has to listen, somebody has to talk, somebody has to talk, the other person has to listen. It has to be an equal flow because you guys are misunderstanding each other and you're making it's causing a drift, it's causing a divide. These are things that can be worked through, but you have to give it time. Also, you have to calm some of your energy down as well because it's pushing a lot, which is pushing her away. So if those things can kind of be flowed and worked through, you guys will have that success and be able to reconnect. But I gotta say, there's got to be some calming down in a relationship, and there's got to be a whole heck of a lot more understanding before these things happen. All right, my lovely. I hope that this helps. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Look at the time. We are down to our last question of the night. All right, we have Tina. Tina says, "Thank you, Kay. Definitely resonated and was so spot on. You're amazing." Oh, thank you, Miss Tina. All right, we've got Allison. Allison says, "How does my friend Steve feel about me?" All right. So Steve kind of keeps you a little bit at arm's length. There's this sense of compassion and care that's there, but this person seems to also kind of have a guard or wall up, like they're not completely open with things with you. I feel as though they're trying to protect their energy from something, or they're not willing to speak about something. So they're like there's a sense of them that holds back. I feel like it may be out of fear of losing you in some sort of way. But I mean, it feels like there's something here that they find value in the relationship in, but it just seems like there's some sort of timidness to something that's pulling them back. Um, feel like if there's something here with this connection that you're wanting to have in a smoother place or in a different capacity, this is something definitely worth communicating because otherwise, I kind of feel like this person will kind of pull back or detach themselves so as not to get caught up in something that you may not want or they may not want. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's something you may need to talk about with them. All right, my lovely. I hope that that helps. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. And thank you all, guys. Everybody, you guys have been absolutely amazing tonight. I love all the energy you guys sharing. And hey, the fun's not over. If you guys would love to see another show, all you have to do is wait just one short hour. Journey Ryan will be live, and he's got a whole lot of great content. You guys can definitely check me out here on YouTube. I do the enchanted spreads. Those are every week. You can also catch me on My Psychic Connection, where you get the free 3 minutes if you sign up. So go ahead and make sure you guys check that out. I look forward to seeing you all soon. It's been a wonderful show. I'll see you next week.